Hello everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon. We've got one more chapter. I really want you to think about stepping back into a world where stories unfold with every single page. The One More Chapter collection was designed with both the student and the book lover in mind. This makes it super versatile enough to fit the back to school photos, the projects, or lifelong reading memories. I'm showing you a double-sided paper collection because these are in the shop right now, guys, in the 12 by 12 and in the 8 by 8. The color palette in this paper collection is sophisticated. It's got muted blues, burgundies, pinks, and greens. Look at it all right here in this page. It's perfect for middle schoolers, for high schoolers, and adults, college students. Just perfect. Whether you're documenting school memories, a school year, creating a reading journal, right? Capturing your love for books, this collection absolutely adapts beautifully. I love this polka dot here. It's just the black and the white grounds a paper collection. I feel like a black and white is always so necessary in every single paper collection. And this one has just the best of everything in it. Really, really beautiful. So let's think about where we would use this collection. We can do book diaries. You can track your titles, the books you read that month. I love this doodling page, by the way. Sorry, I digress. You can highlight your favorite books, of course, school memories. You can record your class photos, projects, fabulous little projects that were created in school, achievements, academic milestones, all sorts of fun things, of course. The nice thing about this is that it doesn't have that kid feel vibe. It has a more of a grown-up vibe. You can do a reading challenge tracker. That would be fun in with this paper collection. Do something like that. You can document your progress toward like your annual or seasonal goals. I think that would be pretty cool. Look how fun this paper is. Beautiful. I love this collage paper collection here. So you get your envelopes, you get your pocket cards, you get your embellishments. And the best part about my newer collections is that we're including the mirror image. There's another huge plus here. If you've been following along with Moving Parts, you know that Jane cuts out my embellishments using her amazing cut files. Okay, if you want your embellishments to look like mine, you can pick up the cut files in the shop. Those are available to you. However, a big stop sign with embellishments. When Jane used to cut my embellishments before, in her Juliet, it's a cutting machine, like a Cricut or a Silhouette. When she would upload the file, it would shrink my file about 10%. So my embellishments would be slightly smaller than what you would get in the paper collection. All right, about 10% smaller, let's say. Do you want to see what's happening now? My files, my embellishments, and your embellishments, if you're using my paper collection, will be identical. Look at this. Jane has tweaked whatever she needs to tweak in her Juliet that doesn't shrink the embellishments, where everything is exactly the same in both the 8 by 8 collection and the 12 by 12. Okay, so if you do 8 by 8, or the 12 by 12 hard copies, they are exactly the same, which is a huge plus. I know that used to frustrate some of you, where mine were just slightly smaller than yours. I know that was very frustrating for you guys. So everything is the same. Let's look at this one very quickly over here. Okay, so I'm trying not to make this video so long, but I feel like this is important. Look at that, guys. Look at that. How fabulous. You can't even tell, right, which is the embellishment and which is the cut or the one on the sheet. Look at the colors. How perfect. Okay, so everything is just absolutely perfect. It takes time to get things to this point, but every time we do something, we try to improve, always improving. And I feel like we have mastered the paper collections. We have mastered it. and I'm super excited that we can bring this to you guys. All right, so where did this one come from? From this one. Let's put that back, and let me just throw this one in here as well. So let me just quickly show you some more of this. Now, when I'm making a moving parts, I just got to show you this. How cute. My goodness. Look at the embellishment, guys. Cut. So yes, it looks fabulous there, but look at when you actually have it cut. And then you get the mirror image. So you got the back for that, depending how we use it in the folio. This is important, having that mirror image available to you. All right, so I love that you get it right here in the printed collection. It's also in the digital file. Of course, what you see here in the printed collection, you get in the digital file. So when you print this out, obviously you get the same exact thing. Backpacks, books, just all sorts of perfect embellishments. These crochet flowers are so cute. And when you print them out, they look like crochet flowers. But the best part is no bulk. And I love that. I love, love, love that. This pom-pom piece that you see right here. Look at this. How darling is this? No bulk. It is just perfection. This way. Which way? This one. It is. Look at that. Identical to mine. The September collection is in your project folder if you picked up the year-long membership to Moving Parts. If you are buying a la carte, of course, this is available to you in my shop, the September Moving Parts and the paper collection digital. And now we have the printed in both the 8x8 here and the 12x12. Now, why is this important? I just want to show you this. Envelopes. You have a front and a back. A front and a back on your envelopes. You have these envelopes, how fun, the ones that we put together, we score and we put them together. The size, again, your size will match my size. Look at that. See that? How perfect? Oh, I can't take it. Let me line it up just perfectly so you can see. Look, exactly. Our files will match. And I know, once again, that's important to you guys. So there's that. And then you get cut aparts for the library cards. You get that collage sheet. And then you get this one where you can actually cut it. In the collage sheet, they overlap. So you don't have every single card. And of course, there's a back to that. Why there's a beautiful back on embellishments? Because if you get 2 packs, you're not stuck with extra embellishments. You actually have more pattern paper. Okay, that's why there's a pretty back on the embellishments. Get that? And it's really nice to have a back on a pocket card because you don't have to mat it. So that's also very nice. I love the sentiments in the 12x12 because you can use them if you're a 12x12 scrapbooker. These sentiments are perfect for titles because they're very large and bold. I normally use the 8x8 sentiments in my moving parts folios because they're 8x8 size. So let me talk to you about that very quickly. In the digital file, there's another file that is 8.5 by 11. Why do we have that 8.5 by 11 file? Is for those of you who are making moving parts, right? And there are times where I use, let's say, I will use the backpack in the 12x12 size. And then I want to use the book in the 8x8 size, right? This is the 8x8 size. This is the 12x12 size. So what you get in the 8.5 by 11 file is you get what I use, whether it's 12x12 or 8x8. All right. And a lot of you do not have wide format printers. So one of the perks to Moving Parts was that you're able to use your standard printer and have exactly what I have. Okay. So I will call out whether I'm using an 8x8 or a 12x12 in terms of embellishments. I always use the 8x8 papers, but embellishments, I go in between. Just know that you have now the printed collection for September. If you'd like any other months printed, send us an email so I know, and I will print those out for you guys and make those available in the shop. I just don't know if there's any interest in the printed versions of these collections for moving parts. If there is interest, I will print them so you guys can get them, and it will most certainly be a pre-order. And that's it. All right, that's all I have for you. The collection is beautiful. I can't wait to share the project with you. Look in the project folder for videos coming soon on the September moving parts featuring the One More Chapter collection. Thanks so much for watching.